what's up, guys? Welcome back to another after show for Superstore. It is a new year, which means new antics at the store coming up right after this.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AFTERBUZZ TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
Yes!
We're back!
Woo! Happy New Year, everyone.
2017, yes. We're back. It's new.
It's new. We are back at Cloud 9 Superstore. Tonight, we're going to be breaking down Season 2, Episode 10, Lost and Found. What's up, guys? I'm your host, Alina Vision. You can follow me on social media, all social media, at Alina Vision, and that's Vision with 2 S's. And I am joined tonight by my lovely co-host, Kelsey.
Hello, everybody. I'm Kelsey Hightower, and you can follow me on all social media at Kels Hightower.
Yes, and we'll have Tara back, I think, next week.
Yes.
Back to Ladies' Night. Oh, it's still Ladies' Night.
It is Ladies' Night.
Ladies' Night, always.
We're here. We're just we're getting back. So
yes, getting back in the swing of things.
Yes, new time even.
Exactly, new
yes.
time. Now we're going to be at 6:30 p.m. Pacific time. So if you're watching us live, we're going to be on the live chat. So go ahead and type away. If you're not watching us live, if you're watching on YouTube later on, because we're on demand, go ahead and leave us some comments in the comment section. If you're listening to us on iTunes, go ahead and rate us. We like getting those stars.
Yes.
So, all right, let's start. Of course, we start out in the morning meeting in the break room.
Of course.
Of course. And my favorite part about that was Myrtle, because I love Myrtle. She's like my new favorite little character.
I'm really glad we started with Myrtle.
Yes, and she's trying to figure out how to wrap this scarf around. Bless her heart.
Yes, a definite Myrtle thing to do.
Exactly.
Just trying to figure out which end. Oh, and then everybody's watching because that's their entertainment for the morning meetings, of course. So yeah, it was the best opener for the show, I think.
I was like, somebody just get her one of those infinity scarves you just put on and it's just there and you don't have to
wrap it around. Or no ends to the scarf. Exactly. She would never be able to do that.
Exactly. All right, well, turns out that they only got $15 to fix the break room, which they clearly had already spent. That goes pretty quickly.
That's pretty sad.
Exactly.
That's not even, what can you buy for $15 anymore? Like, you barely buy lunch for that.
Some coffee. I don't know.
One mug.
One mug,
yeah.
Exactly. So everyone's kind of down about that. And they actually end up getting a letter from corporate, which is kind of random, but it's just about the depression that kind of happens during, I think, that time of year.
I guess post-holiday is what they were getting at.
Think so.
Yeah, the holiday season, Christmas is over, Halloween, like all of that, and then now it's like back in the slump of going to work. So everybody must be
having a case of the serious Mondays.
Yes.
This case of the Mondays. So that kind of sets up the whole episode, especially for Glenn. Because Glenn hears this and is now on a mission to make sure everyone in his store is happy because he wants everyone to be happy.
Yep.
And he goes to the pharmacist and asks, how many people are on antidepressants?
Yeah, like 20 people in the store.
Exactly.
Yeah, so, and you're like, oh, okay. And so that changes Glenn's perspective to be like, I need to cheer everybody up.
Yeah.
And that kind of took a fun turn. We got to see a little bit of his past. He talked about being a clown, entertaining people, and, just all of these little Glennisms that came out with him trying to do balloons, him with like all the bells and whistles, is miming. Like we got to see lots of characters out of Glenn trying to cheer everybody up. So I really enjoyed that part too.
Which was your favorite part? I think mine, as far as that whole thing went down, was the new character Janet.
Yes.
She's got attitude. She's got some sass. Like, that's my girl.
I hope we see a lot more of her.
Yeah.
I think that's going to be fun.
Yeah.
Because it's different than what Dina provides with like that kind of friction between her and Glenn, where it's like more dry humor. Janet's like fun, has attitude with it, like, but isn't like completely serious as Dina,
a starfish, riding a bicycle or something crazy like that. That Glenn clearly could not make. I mean, a peacock was a tall order from Cheyenne, but yeah, it was.
Cheyenne would say that. What's your favorite animal? A peacock? Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I know how to do dogs.
Exactly, something super, super easy.
So first, Glenn goes up to, who was the first person that he went up to?
I think it was Cheyenne.
Oh, it was Cheyenne. Yeah. So we saw
Cheyenne. Yes, we saw Cheyenne and Janet, and we saw him with Jonah doing the mime.
Yes.
And I don't know, throughout the show, I was like, maybe he's the one that's depressed because he wasn't being able to cheer up anyone.
That's kind of what I was thinking. I thought that's what it was leading to, is like at the end he was going to be kind of like the depressed one trying to cheer everybody up and not being happy himself, I guess.
Right.
But I think he was just one of kind of like a subplot character this episode.
Exactly.
Just,
exactly. And we'll get to what he does at the end a little bit later.
Yes.
Definitely. But let's talk about Garrett and Dina.
Yes.
Because, awkward.
I know.
There's some awkwardness.
I was thinking that they were going to be together. Like, they were going to be maybe in a relationship and, like, starting fresh and all that kind of stuff. But Dina does not want to be in a committed relationship. Mm-hmm. And Garrett says he doesn't, but then he's so awkward. And I feel like, you know, there's all those different types of relationships. Even if you're not, like, dating somebody, that you're just, like, trying to be cool and natural around them, and the more you try to be natural, the more you're not. Yeah, it's like, what did he say? Hey, Pikachu or something. Yeah. Hey, boo boo Pikachu or something, and you're just like,
what's that?
No.
Exactly. He was so awkward, and it's so funny because Garrett is normally like the super cool guy.
Yes, with all the one-liners.
Exactly. He never gets thrown off his tracks. He's super cool, but this, like, you can see, I think he really does like Dina.
Yeah.
Because I got the feeling that, especially when they were talking about how it's just a one-time thing, he was saying, oh, yeah, that's cool. Mm-hmm. But I don't think...
I think that's just a guy's way of covering it up. Like, oh, yeah, I'm cool with it if you are.
Right. But then I also don't think Dina really wants it to be a one-time thing. I have this feeling she doesn't.
Yeah, I don't think so either. When they were in... Okay, so they went through a couple of different times of being like, you know, stop smiling at me. And he's like, I wasn't smiling. Right. And then they met it in the locker room. Mm-hmm. And Garrett was, you know, trying to explain himself that he's trying to be cool. He's totally natural with this. I thought something was going to happen. I keep thinking something's going to, like, fester up again. And Dina's going to be like, yeah, don't fall in love with me. Wink, wink. But let's have one more go round, you know, in the bathroom or whatever it is. So I think that they're gonna.
I think it's still coming.
I think so too.
I think so too. I think because that was a surprise for me. I think it was the last episode before the break.
Yeah,
that was a huge surprise. So I'm like, you can't just have that huge surprise and then not have it kind of escalate a little bit at least.
Exactly. It happened like with Halloween episodes. Right. That's when things like the initial, and then it just kept building. And I think it's going to keep building again.
It sure is. Cannot wait to see where that one goes.
Me too.
Now let's talk about the Lost and Found.
This was good.
Yes, I love it. So there's a huge, pretty much like trash bin just full of stuff in the Lost and Found. And they take turns digging stuff out. And some people get good things. Other people get wigs. Yeah. So
even the good things aren't like that great. But it's kind of funny. It's a cool, like, idea. I really liked that writing part of it because what else is the entertainment around, you know, Superstore?
Right.
Cloud9. But the wig, what Dina did to that giraffe.
I know. She totally just mutilated the giraffe that Cheyenne clearly wanted.
Right after Cheyenne
Bless her heart.
had said that.
Oh, you know, what's her baby's name? Harmonica? I think she said harmonica, and I was like, wait, hold up. Of course,
I didn't catch that.
Yes, Cheyenne would name her kid harmonica. I think that's what it is. But yeah, so she wanted the giraffe, obviously, for her baby, and she ended up getting a wig.
Yeah.
Not so fun. But Amy got the come up. At first, she thought she had a good one with the leather jacket.
Yes.
And then Mateo, you know, talked her out of that, and they swapped. Got these hideous cargo pants.
Yeah.
And I thought it was funny how Jonah tried them on, and he starts pulling out stuff out of the pocket.
He's just so cute doing that too.
Yeah,
just, you know, the way they look at each other and all that's. When he put those pants on, I was just like, that's adorable.
That is.
Like, he's making her laugh and everything, and then the big thing comes out of his pocket.
Wad of cash, $900. Make it rain. The come up. Yes. I mean, she came up, and he really wants her to use that money on herself.
I know. So sweet.
It is. Because, I mean, if you think about it, Amy is always taking care of other people. You know, right off the bat, she's saying, like, what she wants to do for her mom, for her sister, for this, that, and the other. And he's like, no, like, this is extra money. Like, you just found. Do something for you for once.
Yeah. And so she decides that a spa day is what she really would enjoy doing because she drives by it every day. And that's just kind of a way to spoil herself. And she's like, okay.
Yeah, girl,
I'm
gonna
gonna
do
do
that.
I know. I would be the same way.
Exactly.
Like, spa day.
Could have
like
a
you
good
could
spa day for
really treat
$906.
Yes.
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 The works.
So
Yes.
she was going to do that. Probably had some leftover money she could play with.
Right.
And then Jonah finds out that she has let Cheyenne borrow a few dollars.
For diapers.
For
Which was
diapers.
nice. I get that. I totally get that. But then Cheyenne goes and tells everyone.
Because it's Cheyenne.
Exactly.
And she cannot keep a secret. We
At
all
all.
know this.
Yeah. So everyone now thinks it's a collective, like, bundle of money for everyone.
Isn't that the worst? I think about that, like, if somebody were to win the lot, like, you know, you think about, oh, what would
Like
I
the
do if
lottery, right.
if I won the lottery, you know? And it's like, oh, everybody would know that I won the lottery because it's on the news and everywhere. And then, you know,
Right.
everybody calls. And I just feel like nobody would actually get that money.
Yeah. Yeah.
These are things I think about.
Now, what would you have done if you would have found $906?
Well, I wouldn't have told Cheyenne.
Exactly.
The one person not to tell.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, we just see Amy's character so well, I think, trying to always give to other people. And then when she decides to do the break room, because that's what she ends up doing with the money, is
Right.
everybody puts it together. They're like, oh, this is our money. And they decided on doing the break room. And Jonah's just there like, this is Amy's money. And she
Yeah.
just breaks down and is like, okay, everybody get whatever you want, you know?
Yeah. And I kind of could see that coming with her.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, I get where she's coming from, but then I also got where Jonah was coming from.
Exactly.
Definitely.
I mean, I feel like I could be in that situation too. I mean, I feel like both of us would just kind of, we're giving people, you know? It's like, you can't
Exactly.
say no.
No. Exactly.
But, you know, if she was going to spend it on all of those people, she could have spent it on, like, her mom or, like, whatever, the refrigerator. And, like, all that
exactly.
stuff. It's like, you know.
Yeah, but once the cat's out of the bag, thanks to Cheyenne, there is no turning back. So they fix up the break room, and I mean, they go all out. They got a massage chair.
They turned it into their own spa.
Exactly. They got a TV with a waterfall on it. I mean,
Yeah.
they're doing it up. And then Sandra comes in and says, hey guys, I found the guy whose money this belongs to.
No.
Wah, wah, wah. Yeah, totally just buzzkilled the whole environment.
I know.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody was, you know, living the dream in that spa room.
Exactly. My question was, how did she find him? Because if it was in Lost and Found, it could have been there for forever, and there's
I know.
no ID. That was one thing I was like, okay, how did that happen?
Exactly.
And why would you go after
Sandra,
Like, who
what
is
were
this?
you thinking?
Yes. And I mean, he had a lot of sketchy items in his pants.
Yeah.
He had some dip. He had half a joint.
The end of a joint.
Yeah.
Wait, was that? Oh, pictures.
Oh, yeah, pictures
Yeah.
of like
The
escorts.
nudie. Yeah.
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 But he did have good explanations as to why they're in
I
his
know.
pants.
I mean, he came back and he was like, "Oh yes, I work at
like a halfway house, I think, or something like
Yes, or-
that.
yes.
He's trying to.
he's like a counselor, and
Right. He's like a church counselor for
Yeah,
people trying
for
to
all
get
the-
back in track. Yeah.
all the children of the world
Yeah.
that wants to get back on the straight and narrow. And
Yeah, so I raised that money and I'm going to take him to Peru or something,
Yeah.
I think he said.
another
Yeah.
country, and those were the
So-
items that I had taken off of the children, the kids, the youngsters.
It worked out.
I know,
It
and
worked
it's just
out.
what a disappointment the whole time. It's like just to get that
Exactly.
much money and then have it taken away.
Yeah, exactly. So they
Man,
had to go
what a tease.
return everything.
Yeah, sad day.
Yeah, the chair had to go back.
Thank goodness Glenn's around for his little
No kidding.
cheer up sessions.
Yeah, so at the end, we'll talk about that. Amy and Glenn. Amy, like, really, you know,
Confided in
in him because he was there to try to make her happy. And I mean, he's got the whole getup of this one man band, I guess it is.
He had bells coming off of his head
Yeah.
and like a keyboard like strapped across his stomach.
Tambourines and
Every time he
just
moved,
everything.
it was like clink, clink, clink.
Got to give it to Glenn. I mean, he definitely puts in the effort.
He does.
But yeah, Amy tells him, like, her husband, who's Adam, I believe, is sleeping in the basement.
I know.
Because she told him that she's not happy anymore, and he came back and said he's not happy.
Which isn't what she expected to happen.
Right.
She thought that, you know, he would be like, let's work this out, or, you know, come up with something else. Or say, you know, like, oh, I didn't know you were unhappy because I'm still happy. But that wasn't the case.
Yeah. So it's like, where do you go from there?
That was heavy. That was a very heavy ending.
That was really heavy.
Yeah, I mean, Glenn, I'm so glad that she was talking to Glenn, because I mean, I feel like he's the best character, you know, the most moral standing person on the show. So it's good that she was talking to him of all people, but it's just like, oh, you're so torn, because like what we've been talking about this whole season is, you know, she is married, and we don't want her to like get a divorce, leave her family, you know, like just throw it all away for like someone she works with. But at the same time, the show sets it up to where Jonah is like so perfect, and it's like, what a battle.
And you can tell she's happier around him than she is. Yeah, that's the rub. It's like the pull and the push with the whole storyline. Obviously, they set that up pretty well. But yeah, I mean, we don't want her obviously to get a divorce, but we also don't want her to just be unhappy.
Right. And and just like the way that they wrote it was, you can tell what direction it's going in from the beginning. Yeah. So that's the hardest part.
It's going to take a while.
Yeah.
But
I know.
The writing's on the wall.
Yeah. They wrote it.
Yeah, exactly. So is there anything else that I missed that... I think that was it.
I mean, that was the whole thing of it, and just like the happiness, and then the happy and sad kind of, I don't know, theme of the night.
Exactly. So
what a way to come back, you know?
No kidding. No kidding. It was actually a really funny episode. I kind of feel like it's really finding its footing, the whole show. And
I think so too.
The new characters they're bringing in, I really like, especially like Myrtle and Janet. Yes. All those one-liners. So awesome. Let's get into predictions. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Well, I'm thinking.
Oh, there we go.
And now, your AfterBuzz TV predictions.
You go first.
Ooh, I am always so bad at predictions. Okay, I'm going to go with what we talked about with Garrett and Dina. So I think that is going to fester up and rebuild into a blooming, blossoming relationship.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with you on that. I think they're going to do, if anyone out there watched The Office, kind of like how Dwight and
I know who you're talking about. No.
Oh my goodness, I watch this every night. How can I forget her name? Angela.
Okay.
Dwight and Angela.
I got the A part.
How they had like that undercover where supposedly nobody knew, but everyone really did know. I think they're kind of going to go that route with them.
Yeah.
Because I kind of feel like Dina doesn't want like a workplace relationship for the most part.
Especially being a manager.
Exactly.
She tried that before with Jonah, quit her job, all that stuff. She's not going to go back.
So I think that's the route they're going to go with that. And I don't know what's going to go on with Amy.
I know. I think we know what's going to happen.
Right, we do, but it's like when and how and oh my goodness.
How long? This season? Next season? Is it going to be bad?
Let's hope not.
So many things coming.
So many things coming in 2017. We love it. We love it. All right. Well, that does it for this episode of Superstore. So where can the good people find you?
The good people can find me, Kelsey Hightower, at Kels Hightower.
All right. And you guys can find me on all social media at Alina Vision. And that's Vision with 2 S's. And be sure to check us out next week. Same place, same time. We'll have Tara back, hopefully. And yeah, until then, have a good one.
Bye.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the host only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.